Hey guys, what's going on? This is Andrew here today, and wow, it has been a long time since I've actually sat down and made a video like this. It's feeling kind of nostalgic, not gonna lie. It's been close to, I'd probably say a year if anything, but regardless, I felt that this was a perfect time to do a video like this, as we have just seen that a new Xbox Series S model is going to be coming out in black with a terabyte of an SSD. So in this video, I will be giving my thoughts on that, basically. So there's really not that much to talk about considering this is a pretty simple subject, but let me just start off and say that I'm not a Series S hater. I actually own the console. I was when the system first came out, as I felt the PS5 digital for only $100 more was the better option, but as this generation has gone around and my experience as a GameStop employee has changed my ideas a little bit, and me owning the system on top of that, it did end up growing on me pretty heavily. I usually recommend it to those that don't really care too much about the special graphics of next gen and just want to play a game every once in a blue moon. For somebody that already has a PS5 and wants to have a secondary console to have access to Microsoft's exclusive titles, which there really aren't much of, but with Microsoft's recent showcase, there are going to be a decent bit more. Or even for anybody that is just looking to use Xbox Game Pass, since there's a giant catalog on there, as long as they already don't own a PC. I do stand by that I feel the PS5 is still the better option for countless reasons for those who want a budget console experience, but still want the latest and greatest, especially since you can find a used one at GameStop pretty regularly for $359 these days. But by saying that, I can also state that you can get a used Series S for, I've seen as low as $229 at GameStop during holiday 2022. We sort of sidetracked just a little bit here, but now I'm going to get into my actual point of this video. One thing that I still 100% stand by is that I feel like the console should have had 1 terabyte at launch. 512 gigabytes in 2020 was already low enough, but we are now in 2023 and games are getting even bigger. So I knew eventually that they had to come along and bring a 1 terabyte console eventually. My biggest concern here though is the price of $349. We've already seen Microsoft drop the price of the 512 gigabyte Series S to $250 during the holiday season. So I don't see why they couldn't just bring down the 512S back to $250 like it was before and put the 1 terabyte as kind of a replacement of the 512 and put it at the $300 price point. Putting it at $349 honestly puts it too close to the PS5 digital in my opinion, and the PS5 digital has a ton more games to offer so far and just next generation performance that you don't get on the Series S. On top of that, this now puts it at the price of a used digital PS5 at GameStop, so I would have a very hard time recommending it to a customer who's looking for a console on the budget, and really for anybody that is looking for a console to use as their main one on a budget as well. Now, I can't be too sure about this, but I want to believe that this price point will probably be temporary. I'm barely selling any Series S consoles at GameStop as is, and for them to increase the price of it definitely is going to hurt the sales more. The only time I really see myself selling the Series S's these days at the store are when I have people going for pre-owned ones, considering they're a decent bit cheaper, considering now that the Series X's and PS5s are pretty relatively available. So honestly, I don't see the Series S, at least this model, selling that well. I can still maybe see the 512 basically selling pretty well, but that's assuming that we're going to have the Series S 512 gigabyte around once this console comes out. Never can be too sure, but I'm almost positive that Microsoft is probably more than likely going to stop doing the 512 gigabyte Series S, and if they don't, well, then people are probably just going to go for the ones that are pre-owned, and GameStop's going to significantly drop the price there. But like I said, I can see the price point of this going down pretty quickly. I don't see it being at $350 right away, but as of right now, I believe that $349 for a Series S is a ripoff. I will admit, though, I already have mine on pre-order because I'm a stupid collector that likes to spend my money, and plus I love the way it looks in black. But future-wise, I feel like at this price point, it just doesn't really make sense from multiple perspectives. But anyway, guys, this was a pretty quick video, so let me know how you feel about this in the comment sections down below. I would love to discuss this with more of you. Thank you for all watching.